Our group has chosen to discuss anorexia nervosa. Anorexia nervosa is a form of eating disorders within its own characteristics. These characteristics include obsessive thoughts of weight gain, distorted thoughts of body image, low BMI, which can have a negative effect on the person's physical health. The first group member, myself, Caitlin Keane, will be discussing the needs analysis of a person living with AN in terms of its profile within the Australian society. The next group member, Sarah Carter, will be talking about the symptoms, developmental course, and common treatment approaches of AN. The third member, Gurleen Kerr, will be speaking about relevant interviewing techniques that a nurse can use to effectively communicate with individuals and families who may be experiencing AN. The last member, Charlise, will be outlining a current Australian service initiative designed to improve care and reduce the impact of AN. A needs analysis is important for a person with anorexia nervosa as it focuses on what they truly need to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle. Firstly, anorexia nervosa may affect a person's participation in sport and fitness activities like, for example, modelling or gymnastics. The consequences on the person's well-being, if not joining of any sport or fitness events, are first their emotional well-being, which involves their self-esteem reducing and their appreciation for their own body is lowered dramatically. Secondly, their physical well-being is impacted by feeling uncomfortable in their own skin and by their looks. Third is social well-being, which is about receiving negative influences from family or friends about not suiting a particular sport or being questioned about the choice of activity. Last is spiritual well-being, which impacts the confidence the person has. It is very important for people with this mental ill health to partake in any kind of sport and fitness activity because of the positive effect it has on their well-being. Like on their emotional well-being, it improves their self-esteem, it helps them to start appreciating themselves again, and they start to see a difference. Physical well-being, it helps them to maintain a healthier weight, helps to strengthen bones, works on their coordination, and improves concentration. Third, social well-being. Relationships are formed, which then provides them with support and guidance. Spiritual well-being is the start of loving and caring for themselves. Lastly, living with anorexia nervosa can also create unstable relationships towards friends and family. As living with this mental illness, it can impact their emotional well-being by them creating an illusion in their mind that they are continuously being judged by their physical appearance and mentally comparing themselves to those of others, which can impact their physical well-being by causing sleep deprivation, a poor diet, which can lead to weight gain or even weight loss. The spiritual and social effect of this mental illness can strain relationships as the person feels like they're alone and has lost their sense of connection towards anyone or anything. The importance of having stable relationships towards friends and family for a person with anorexia nervosa is that it positively influences their well-being. First, on their emotional well-being, it improves happiness, makes them feel safe and secure, and it helps with dealing with stress. Second is their physical well-being. Sleep improves, they eat more, and they feel more calm and relaxed. Third is on their social well-being. It provides the person with love, advice, and care. Last but not least, spiritual well-being. It enhances self-esteem and feels a great sense of self-worth.
Hello, today I will be discussing the symptoms, developmental course, and common treatment approaches of anorexia nervosa. Symptoms for anorexia nervosa can affect any gender. This is including female, male, transgender, or other. Anorexia nervosa normally develops during adolescence, though can be developed at any age. This is including childhood, adulthood, and elderly. Some symptoms you may find with someone that is suffering with anorexia nervosa may include a fixated mindset on body shape, body image, and body weight, rapid weight loss or fluctuation in weight, an intense fear of gaining weight with a negative and/or distorted thought on body image, low self-esteem, anxiety, and/or depression, hormone changes, which may have an effect on your menstrual cycle, causing it to be irregular or absent, dry skin, constipation, and/or diarrhea, irregular or slow heartbeat, and a lower blood pressure. These are just some of the symptoms that you may find with someone who has anorexia nervosa. Some quotes from people who have had anorexia nervosa include, "I had 800 calories today. That is too many. I deserve to be hungry. I need that hourglass figure. No one will love me because I am fat." The development of anorexia nervosa is still unknown, with research into family history of mental illness. This is including a history of anorexia nervosa, bulimia nervosa, anxiety, depression, and more. Whether the person with anorexia nervosa has past or present trauma, and the psychological effects on the person with social networking sites such as Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and more, bullying within the home, school, or social networking, weight stigma, whether that be around stars, movies, or within the school, appearance, ideal perfectionism, where the patient may think, "I must be this skinny or I will not be happy." Common treatment plans for anorexia nervosa commonly include psychotherapy, such as counseling, psychiatrist, or a mental health support team, which may include a mental health nurse. Physical health management, such as regularly visiting your regular general practitioner and/or pediatrician. This may then lead to visits with dietitians, physiotherapists, exercise therapists, and more. Most treatment plans investigate the self-help methods, such as mindfulness. Some may include attending support groups, such as Headspace centers, and counseling with and without family. These are just some of the examples of the symptoms, the development, and the common treatment plans for anorexia nervosa. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Gurleen. As our group decided to choose anorexia to discuss today, and I'm going to talk about effective communication skills that can be used to talk with the patient and their families. In nursing practice, communication is essential, and good communication skills are paramount in the development of therapeutic nursing-patient relationship, as well as verbal communication, non-verbal communication, and visual communication strategies can help nurses communicate effectively. Verbal communication. What is verbal communication? Verbal communication related to the spoken words that can be conducted face-to-face or over the telephone. Nurses continually communicate with patients. Verbal communication allows the nurses opportunity to give information to the patient about their care or treatment, to reassure the patient, and to listen and respond to any concern the patient may have. Effective communication is beneficial to the patient in terms of their satisfactory and understanding of care and treatment they have been given, while at the same time optimizing the outcome or care and other treatments for the patient. So, second one is non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication is conveyed by the body language, posture, or gesture. Body language is critical when communicating with the patient. Smiling, leaning in, and maintaining eye contact reinforce verbal messages. Humor, when approached and natural, can also relieve tension and establish rapport. When words and non-verbal communication conflicts, people are likely to engage more with the non-verbal communications. It's imperative that verbal and non-verbal messages are aligned. Nurses can use active listening techniques to enhance face-to-face communication. This can be simple as having an open sentence. That means no crossing arms and nodding the head to indicate understanding. Patient with a physical cognitive impairment
benefit greatly with visual communication tools are used to convey information, from printed sheet to the latest bedside tablet technology. These patients appreciate tools that allow them to absorb information at their own pace. Another techniques include partnering and summarizing that allow the nurses to show the patient that they are dedicated to enhance their association for their well-being. So there are some communication skills that can be used to communicate with the patient. So that's all for today. Thank you so much.
Eating disorders, specifically anorexia nervosa, is a very prevalent disease affecting many Australians. The battle with anorexia can be long and tough, hence for the need for support services within the community. A well-known Australian service initiative is the National Eating Disorders Collaboration, also known as the NEDC, which was created by the Australian Government's Department of Health. The NEDC was formed over a decade ago, and since the early start of the organisation, it has now acquired a wide variety of incredible individuals who share expert knowledge and support for those suffering with anorexia. The NEDC is a multidisciplinary initiative that provides accurate evidence-based information for the people with eating disorders, their family, and other health professionals. The purpose of the initiative is to create a national approach to assist in prevention, early intervention, and treatment of eating disorders. As per their vision, the NEDC place emphasis on the need for eating disorders, in particular anorexia, to be prioritised as a mainstream health issue. They also believe that every Australian should have access to effective prevention, care, and recovery support. The 4 health objectives of the National Eating Disorders Collaboration is 1. Works collaboratively to develop eating disorders knowledge. 2. Provides evidence-based information. 3. Develops and promotes consistent national standards. And 4. Communicates the evidence found. The NEDC has many key features that assist to reduce the impact of anorexia. The first being fact sheets that is displayed on their website. Having readily available information where patients, family, and health professionals can read and learn about eating disorders can greatly assist in the lack of recognition of the importance of treating eating disorders. The next great aspect of the NEDC is the opportunity for health professionals to become a member and participate in professional development. This includes training seminars, a bulletin, and research opportunities. By equipping our healthcare professionals with the right tools on how to maintain a positive therapeutic relationship with patients suffering, we can make a positive change on the impact the disorder causes by allowing patients to feel supported along their journey. Another great service provided by the NEDC is the huge research database where patients, students, and healthcare professionals can search from over 4,000 peer-reviewed journal articles. This can be incredibly useful for health professionals to gain evidence-based information to further their skills and increase their knowledge in how to assist those with anorexia. Friends and family members of those with anorexia can also use this as a valuable tool to read about different therapies and support techniques they may use to help their loved one. And finally, the most significant service the NEDC provide is under their Support and Organisations Services tab. It is a search engine with hundreds of listings of different support services that are just one click away. The ease of access this provides allows all Australians to have access to an endless hub of information about a variety of support services that are tailored to their needs of the patient. NEDC provide the service name, information, contact information, addresses, and website directory to allow patients to access these services all across Australia. In conclusion, anorexia nervosa is an incredibly prevalent disease amongst the Australian population. Anorexia can affect any age, gender, size, socioeconomic class, or cultural group. It is important as the future nurses of Australia to be able to know how to identify and support these individuals on their road to recovery. Learning the signs and symptoms, a broader analysis than physical needs, how to communicate effectively with patients, and a wider community of support through an organisation is valuable information to nurses to be able to provide outstanding healthcare to those affected by this cruel and destructive condition. Thank you.